welcome back, interweb viewers. Fly Pilot Explorer covering the addition on this house. So last time we talked about the roofing, some of the sheathing materials that go underneath the shingles, and about the vents that vent the roof. On this edition, we're going to talk about fireplace install and insulation. In the lower left of the screen, you see the fireplace box on the outside of the house. And this is the fireplace box looking from the inside of the house. Inside the box, you can see that it's framed in Durarock, which is a non-flammable cement board.
No, I told you.
So I can just do this, right? But I don't know if it probably won't. Okay. This is inside the fireplace box, looking up at the chimney chute. Okay, the fireplace installers have just finished installing the main unit on the bottom and the flue going up the fireplace box. The gap in the cement board will be fixed prior to closing up the fireplace. The inspector required that the dent in the flue right there be fixed before he would sign off on the installation of the fireplace. Anytime you have trusses sitting on the edge of a house structure, they need to be tied together with hurricane ties. In addition to the hurricane ties, the inspector required that these long special screws be screwed from the bottom of the subplate, the top subplate, up into the trusses. Well, it decided to rain today. All outside construction stopped. In this heavy rain, there was water that came under the sliding glass door. Okay, let's shift gears. We're on to the insulation. To get the R factor here, we had to go with a 2-layer insulation, one being foam and the other being fiberglass. The R factor required for the walls in this area are R30, and for the ceiling, R60, which is quite heavy insulation. There are several advantages of a closed cell foam. One being its high R value, the other being that it kind of seals the house, glues the house together. So if there's a flood, the whole house will float away together. Again, the walls being a 2-part system, the closed cell foam and later the fiberglass insulation, this is just the end of the closed cell foam. And then later they'll come back in and blow in the fiberglass. Okay, on to the fiberglass install. The first step in the process is to put up it's like a weed barrier type cloth that they can poke a hole through and blow in the fiberglass while keeping it tight up against the wall. Well, this is like a reverse vacuum cleaner type system where the fiberglass is blown in with pressure and they poke a hole through the fabric and allow the fiberglass to be pressurized to be blown up into the wall. This is the insulation that's going to go up between the trusses towards the attic. All four of those are going in here somewhere. Now that's a blanket of insulation. Each layer is R30. 2 layers represent R60. My understanding is that the county that we're in is going to lower this requirement in the future. Don't ask me why they don't blow it in the same way they did the walls. I don't know. Nice day out today. The insulation is all done. The next step will be drywall after this is all inspected by the inspector. One other thing to notice is right above the fireplace, you can see that it's framed in steel studs. There's about a 10-inch requirement where there are no combustibles above the fireplace box. You can see the door to the old part of the house and the insulation on the exterior wall of the old house. That will all be drywall eventually, so we're just leaving it there. Well, the house all got drywalled. It took the team 1 day to drywall the entire project. I wasn't there to film any of it, so this is what you're going to get. You can see that the drywall on the walls are all blue, which means that it's a moisture, mold-resistant drywall. Well, that's all for this episode.